Oh my gosh, Splash, what are you doing? I thought I'd do a voiceover as my ride gave me quite a big reality check. To be completely transparent, I was riding terribly and I'm a little scared to be putting this on the internet. We'll just have them looked over and hopefully we'll get some answers.
All of the things we're taking, 'cause we are young and we're ashamed.
No.
You bring it in?
No. He's going for a stretch. And now he's locked on the floor.
Right, you flipped over like that.
I've done his toenails this morning.
Have you?
Hello, welcome. I haven't spoken to you for a while, but I'm glad to be back. As you would already know, we're doing a day in the life today, but a crucial part of my day in order to be able to maintain all the hecticness is planning out my day. You guys have seen how much I love planning things out, but with being a master's student at uni, doing social media, riding and working, my bullet journal gets quite full and I can't physically fit everything into my weekly layout. But then recently I checked my DMs and there was one sitting there just so perfectly. From Strides Ahead. They are a new business and they are the world's first equestrian digital planner. So within this planner you get a monthly layout, a weekly layout, a daily layout, a space to create a vision board and also a space to create your SMART goals. Perks with this is you can download Strides Ahead onto any device as the planner comes as a PDF. Personally, I have downloaded the Strides Ahead planner onto my iPad and I have imported it into my GoodNotes app and I use it that way, but because it is a PDF you can download it onto your laptop and edit on it that way, so it's super compatible with whatever devices you have. A little disclaimer, I am now a sponsored rider with Strides Ahead, but I wouldn't promote anything to you guys that I didn't personally believe in or personally use myself. Strides Ahead have very kindly given me a discount code for you guys to use, and that is Tabitha50 for 50% off. How good is that? But with all this being said, I am not being paid to promote this product to you guys. They're not paying for me to make this video, but if you guys do use my code Tabitha50, I will get a small commission from that. So yeah, that's all the housekeeping out of the way. I thought I would plan out my day with you. If we go into March, the month of March, you can see that I have put in all my important things to remember, like when the boys have been wormed, when they had their sheath cleaned, new hay bale got put in their paddock, when Archie is due for the chiropractor, and when Splash's feet are due. But if we go up to our weekly planner, I thought I would plan out my week with you. So today is Sunday. Splash is currently the only one being ridden because Archie is having a little bit of a time off before the chiropractor comes out to give his body a workover. I will explain that more later. So Splash will do schooling session. So Monday, my writing is atrocious. Archie has the chiro. Splashy Pants will go for a wee hack. Tuesday is a day off. Then we've got priorities here. But if we then go to the daily planner, you can see you've got space for filling out your morning, evening, supplements, care and other. You've got a wee section here for your routine, your to-do list. My daily affirmation is small steps each day. And then just another wee reminder, there is a discount code Tabitha50. I also just wanted to show you that you've got your space for your vision board, which I will come back to, and then your SMART goals planning.
Good boy.
Okay, I finally gotten my together and I've just gotten my tack out and I'm currently in the stable block, just about to bring Splash in, but I've just swapped my reins on my bridle because I've been noticing that I've been getting blisters on my ring finger, obviously where you hold the reins, which isn't ideal, and it's been progressively getting worse. These are the reins that I did have on my bridle, not the best. As you can see, they're quite old, but they're literally like so rough and have been quite literally cutting my fingers, which is not pleasant. So I went and dug through the tack cupboard inside and found a nice pair of reins, which is a bonus when you have a parent that's horsey and also you have a riding school, so you have a lot of gear. So I'm thankful for that. So I'm going to try them out today. Yeah, I'm going to get Splash in. I also need to trim his dock because it has gotten very overgrown and long, but I'm going to do that after I've ridden because I have been procrastinating. We're going to tack up in the stable block today because there is currently a car in the wash bay of the stables, so yeah, irrelevant, but yeah.
Is your Sploochoo here? Hi, buddy. How are you? Hide and smile. Oh, just a little baby one. Here's Mr. Archie.
So if you've been following me on Instagram, you may have noticed that Archie hasn't been featuring too much because when I was riding him 2 weeks ago, I noticed that he was uncomfortable and not really feeling like himself, and upon further investigation we noticed that he has quite a big lump like about there on his neck. It is on both sides, but it's especially bad on this right side. I'll see if you can see it. It's like right here, but yeah, he's holding a whole heap of tension here, just there. Cool, bye. And he was definitely not very comfortable when I was riding him, so I don't particularly want to ride him and make it worse. So we have got the chiropractor coming out tomorrow to check him over because I'm not sure if it's structural or like muscular. Yeah, so we think she's the best person to come and have a look. And also because of his conformation, because he is Frisian cross Welsh, he carries a lot, well, he carries himself very nicely, but he also gets very tight through under his neck and also up here. So we'll just have him looked over and hopefully we'll get some answers and then he should be back in work, fingers crossed. But he has not been very happy that I've been riding Splash and not him. He's been getting very like well, not upset, but just like annoyed. He thinks it's very inconsiderate. So this is the current state of his dock. Very overgrown, very long, very gross. So we'll just ignore that while I'm riding, but afterwards I will trim it up. Because yeah, it looks quite revolting at the moment. He's also come out from the paddock so dusty. He's just like covered in dust. Splashy! You're so dusty! He's like, I know. I worked hard on that.
You look tired. Oh, you tired?
Also, I am well aware that his nose net doesn't do anything for his looks, but it's because he has a head flick and it helps with his nose sensitivity. So we keep it on and we just pretend that it looks fabulous.
Come on, bud. Good boy.
Try and signal our... But no, oh my gosh, Splash, what are you doing? And now we quickly back up before they see that we've been on the concrete. Do you want to go for a ride? No? I thought I would explain my aims for the schooling session. So basically, I have been starting him off warming up long and low, just so he can stretch his muscles out and so that he can be nice and relaxed, have a nice foundation of relaxation, because he is quite sensitive to the aids and he is short coupled. I'll do that in like walk, trot, canter, blah blah blah. Once he's warmed up, then I'll pick him up off essentially the forehand, because he travels on the forehand while he doesn't have a lot of top line. So I'll pick him up off the forehand, ask him for a frame, and then just try and engage his hind end and get him to kind of be more uphill, so that can be helped with like upwards transitions from walk to trot, trot to canter. And then also once he is properly warmed up and holding himself, then I have been doing some walk to canter and canter to walk. But we have been finding that he's been hollowing going up in a transition, so I've been trying to not use a driving aid, keeping my seat light, and also giving it the right time so that he's holding himself but also not dropping him. So yeah, that's the plan. I've had to really change how I've been riding, because I was so used to riding Archie that I forgot how much I have to hold myself. Like on Splash I have to change my centre of... What are you doing? Come on. Like on Splash I have to change my centre of gravity to help him stay off the forehand, and it's such an ab workout, honestly. I actually have no idea what he shied at just then. I'm hoping soon that we can get properly into jumping, and that'll mean more jumping vlogs, and also it'll mean once Archie's been given the all clear that we can go back out for lessons and go out like hiring an arena and going out jump schooling. Lots of plans, now we've just got to implement them. And then on top of that, I'm juggling writing my thesis. Haha, it's a very busy time. Hello, I thought I would do a voiceover as my ride gave me quite a big reality check. Like I said, Splash is coming back into work, and in all honesty, I had my expectations way too high for this ride. To be completely transparent, I was riding terribly, and I'm a little scared to be putting this on the internet, but I know how important authenticity is, and maybe in a few months I can look back on this and be thankful that I shared this ride with you, but also so I can look back on it and see the improvement.
Keeping it soft.
So Mum helped me figure out what was going on. We got rid of my stirrups to make me really sit on Splash and balance with my seat, rather than lurching forward with my shoulders and riding in 2-point, because obviously that sort of style isn't going to help Splash gain balance, and it isn't going to get him off the forehand if all my weight is over his shoulders. So yeah, we got rid of my stirrups, which was also to help deepen my seat again. I don't know why, but I've been finding it really hard to sit to Splash's canter, but after riding for pretty much the whole ride with no stirrups, I noticed such a huge difference already. So I'm going to keep going with that. Maybe I can do a little challenge video where I ride for the whole time with no stirrups and do some jumping as well. I don't know, let me know. But another thing Mum got me to do was put my reins in the opposite hands, because I was really holding Splash too much and also relying on my hands to balance, which is so bad. So bad.
It's your job as a rider to work out why he's not giving.
And this exercise really showed me how stiff my arms have been, but also how weak my left wrist is still from the break from the rotational. So I think my body has been compensating for that weakness with just stiffening up my whole arm from like my collarbone and shoulders all the way down. So that's something I'm going to keep an eye on going forward with riding.
Must be uncomfortable.
And the other thing we noticed was how my pelvis is sort of twisted. So my left hip is stuck down while my right hip is stuck up, which is obviously going to put me and Splash off balance. Mum had a look at my saddle, and it's not that. The saddle is sitting completely straight. It's literally just my body for some reason. I don't know if that's some sort of tension issue going on, but yeah, the no stirrups work also really helped readjust my pelvis, obviously. But yeah, I think you can really see the imbalance in my hips in this clip of me just sitting there, so I will also be mindful of that going forward. So that was how my ride went. As disheartening as it was at the time, I'm glad we took things back to basics and worked through them. And it also goes as a reminder to you that it's okay to take a step back and reassess when things aren't working quite right, because no rider is perfect. We all have our flaws. Riding is a sport where you continue to grow. No one ever reaches being the best rider that there is, because there's always stuff to learn. But yeah, that brings me to the end of my day. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to check out Strides Ahead. All their info is linked below, and I will see you in the next video very soon.